fiery red color. And when I mixed midnight blue and scarlet together, incredible. They were meant to be together, you know? Well, as I got a little older, I discovered that there were other people who also liked to color. And I met this one guy, Donnie, and Donnie, well, Donnie had some problems. He grew up in an abusive household, and so he liked to color, but he also liked to drink. And Donnie wasn't exactly what you would call a happy drunk. He would get a little violent. But it was cool because he liked to color. So we would paint these incredible pictures together with crayons. I know it seems odd, two young men coloring together, but I don't know, somehow it brought us both some solace, some peace, you know? Well, one night, Donnie had been out drinking, and he came over to my place, and he said he needed to talk. So I let him in, and he was going on and on about some fight that he'd gotten into at some bar, and I wasn't quite sure what it was that I could do for him, until he said, he pulled out my dick, and I just wasn't ready for that. And I realized this wasn't so much a bar fight as it was a bathroom hookup gone awry. And I told Donnie that he needed to just calm down and sober up. I brought him some water, and I told him he could sleep on the couch, and he seemed to be okay with that. The next morning, I woke up and I found Donnie on the floor, coloring. But not on paper, on the walls. And it was graphic. It was fire, and it was bombs, and it was, well, it wasn't the kind of solace that coloring had brought me. On the one hand, I was enraged. I mean, how are you just gonna color on my walls like that? But on the other hand, I understood that he needed to get it out. So I told him that he was going to come back the next day and paint my walls, and then I kicked him out. And it was the right thing to do, but it didn't quite sit right with me, you know? And so the next day, I call him up. He's not answering my calls, though. And I start texting him, and he doesn't respond to my texts. And a few days go by, and a few more days go by. I got a call from the hospital. They said that they had found Donnie's phone along with his body. And by their estimates, he had been dead about 3 days. I was probably the last person to see Donnie and speak with him. Donnie was never really good at talking about feelings or really going into his past, but he loved to color. I haven't painted those walls in my living room. They're graphic, but I get them now. They're Donnie. They're his story. Because the thing I love most about coloring is that crayons, even broken crayons, still color.